everyone, and welcome back to Hooptober. Today is day something. It is day.
It's one of those days.
It's day 8, of
God,
Hooptober, and today we are talking
yes,
about the absolutely fantastic film that is the 1997 version of Funny Games, not that garbage Naomi Watts one.
yeah,
It is haunting, it is terrifying, and it has moments that are like 15 minutes long of silence that for some reason I can never stop thinking about. And God, it's so good.
mm-hmm.
Arno
I agree.
Frisch delivers an incredible performance. He's got another movie that
Remind
was
me, who does he portray?
he is the tall, lanky Paul in it.
Oh, dude, yeah, dude, haunting, haunting.
Great performance. He did another movie that was originally in our lineup until we read that they were killing and shooting pigs for one scene in the movie, and we were like, we'll pass.
And they were like, animals were really harmed in the shooting of this movie.
Yeah.
Instead of like no animals were harmed, they were
All
like
right.
animals were harmed.
Real quick, I want to talk to you, Michael Haneke, because this is a one-on-one with Michael Haneke, who I don't even know if he's alive anymore. In the IMDb description for this movie, it says, can I please read? Allow me to read.
Yeah, go ahead.
An actual animal is killed and viewed quite a number of times by the main character. The animal, a pig, is shown having a captive bolt gun placed to its head, and it falls instantly once it's shot through the head. Blood is shown. Dude, why? I don't understand the need to put that in there.
Yeah,
God.
because you know why? You know why? Because cinema. That's why.
Yeah, I know because cinema, but we've got, like, ways to fake shooting a cow in the head with a bolt gun. But I heard Arno Frisch is pretty good in it, but it doesn't look good enough for us to keep it in the lineup, and we do not respect animal abuse. So, we are not going to be
No,
doing
we do
it.
not. I mean, if you do, you are a psychopath.
You are literally like House That Jack Built. Coming up later on the Hooptober series.
Yeah.
So we replaced it with the equally as horrifying Requiem for a Dream, so that you're not missing out on us being genuinely disturbed by movies. So you're still getting some of that. But Arno Frisch is a fantastic actor, no matter the filmography.
Yeah.
So there are a few moments of this that I really feel the need to talk about. And there are 4 in particular. Number 1, that entire shot of silence after the kid gets shot.
Yeah, where it's like 15 minutes of just. I thought my movie had frozen.
Where
Like,
they're
I was
just
like, what's happening?
And they sit there.
Yeah.
At no point do they blink in that entire time span. They're just sitting there.
Yeah.
Shook.
Yeah.
And even though, and I know the debate's been made about Come and See, that it's not real acting if you're sitting there horrified. Is that not an incredibly acted scene?
It's very well done.
It
It's
is
very, very well done.
so well
Yeah.
done. The next moment is the one where she's like going to try and... What is it with Michael Haneke and dead animals? Wait.
I don't know.
There's the part where she goes and then he looks back at the camera. I am just now remembering that it's her looking for her dead dog.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what's with this guy and dead animals, but he needs
help.
Needs to go see a therapist. Yeah.
Okay.
And that's something I wanted to touch on is the constant break of the fourth wall that Paul does.
There's one part where it does like that Dora thing where he looks at the camera and says, "Do you think they'll survive until the morning? Do you think so?" Like, that scared me.
It's
creepy.
It's outstanding. It's one of the best use of breaking the fourth wall in cinema. And it's like the one part that I always think of is the final scene in the film where like they have successfully killed the entire family, everybody's dead, and they move on to the people across the lake, and he comes in and he's like, "Oh, could I come in and trouble you for a glass of water?" And she walks to the kitchen. It's like early morning. It's the neighbors across the lake. And then she walks back into the kitchen, and he looks into the camera, and then it just stops right there, and then this punk rock music starts playing, and then the movie's over.
That punk rock song, and it's in another language, but I also, this is something about these movies. Now, these are what I
Yeah.
qualify as hyper disturbing movies. That's what I call them.
Yeah.
They,
Mm-hmm.
the thing that qualifies them for it is extreme violence, moments that make you feel nauseous, and music that you remember. When we talk about, when you watch
Yep.
Requiem for a Dream, we'll have this conversation. It's like, you
Yeah.
know that thing that they do with cows with the meat thing where they have heat up the thing and it's the brand?
Yeah.
It does that to your brain with music. And they
Yeah.
do that with this
Okay.
movie.
Yeah.
That punk rock song is engraved in another part of my head where the second someone says the name Funny Games, that song starts like blasting in my head at full volume.
You just hear like, "Wah!"
I don't know if you
Yeah.
continued to scream, but it got so loud that your mic just went completely silent.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it
Oh,
just
yeah,
went like,
I was screaming.
"Wah!" And then it just cut off, but your mouth is still open.
Dude, that's gonna look so funny on video. Just me.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looked like.
What's Trey trying to do here?
But it's, God, it is a insane film.
Yeah.
I would like to quickly show this off because as far as it goes with cinematography in this movie, it's nothing particularly special, but there's one shot and one shot only. Here, let me go.
Yeah.
And the shot I would like to bring up is the shot that they use on the cover of the Criterion where it's the kid with the bag over his head and he's
Is
holding
that the
a gun.
Criterion?
Yeah, that's it right there.
Oh man, I need to get that. That looks so good.
Yeah, it's a really, really intense moment when he has the bag on the kid's head and he's like pinning him to the couch. And then he makes the lady do thing. It's weird movie. Weird movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's one thing I do want to bring up about this movie that I read, praying to God that it's not true. And it's that this is based on a true story. I need to address it. If that's true, then
that'd be fucked.
That's
That'd be really messed up. But who knows? You know, stuff like this.
loosely based
It's
on it.
just
The 1997 Michael Haneke film is loosely based on a true story. Fun.
yeah, that's messed up. This whole movie feels like that though, where you're just like, what?
And
What is the point of me watching this?
that's the thing. It's got actors that you don't know. And you don't know
Exactly.
them because they've done... I'm looking at Suzanne Lothar, and she's only done, like, one other Michael Haneke film as, like, an extra. Or not an extra. Yeah, pretty much an extra. So, that is the thing. You don't know these people, so it feels like you're watching this unfold. And it's scary, man.
Yeah, it feels like you're watching it unfold like in real time. Like this is
you're
actually
sitting
happening.
there.
Like it's like some kind of like fucked up hidden camera show.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And that's why I really don't like
Yeah.
that 15-minute long scene. Because there's no cut for the whole
Yeah.
15 minutes. It's straight silence and one straight shot. And it feels like you're just sitting there. Like, eyes open. And your eyes are... there's a moment, there's a very long part of Clockwork Orange where they, like, hold his eyes open and make him watch stuff. It feels like you have your eyes held open and you're being forced to watch this horrifying thing where you see a dead child in the corner of the screen and two people sitting, unable to comprehend what just happened.
Yeah, 100%.
And then just when you feel like it can't get any worse, the golf ball rolls in and then it pans up and you see them standing there like, don't think we forgot about you two. And it's like, no
Yeah.
more.
Yeah. Like after that sequence, I was like, okay, we got like 35 minutes left. The rest of this has got to be them trying to go get help and them succeeding in getting help. Nope, it's them trying to go get help and then getting murdered. So
Yeah, and that's the thing.
cool stuff, Michael Haneke.
And that's the thing, man. It in my mind when I first watched it, and I watched this on vacation. So like I go out and I see a movie called Funny Games, and I'm like, oh, Funny Games. So I put it on, and it's on HBO Max, and it's a German movie, and I'm like, oh, why not? It gets great reviews. So then I put it on, and then it's all starting to unfold, and I'm like, oh, this is horrible. But this is going to be a revenge story, right? No. It is the bleakest ending I've ever seen. Where they just, like, tie her up, mercilessly just throw her off the boat. She drowns, they go to the next person, and you just know it's going to be a rinse-repeat thing. And that's a horrible
100%.
thought. A horrible thought. And to think about it that way, that when they first saw them and they were standing outside golfing with those people, those were the victims 15 minutes before. And
oh my god, I've never thought about that. That's wild.
This is
that
just
when
their
they
second
came like
one.
when they came over and like borrowed the eggs, they had just or were planning to borrow the eggs, they had just like gotten done like killing the other people. Oh, that's wild. I never even thought about that.
Those people are probably just sitting there dead in the next building, and they're just here now, like going for it over again.
Mm-hmm.
And they even say
that's
in the movie,
wild. I've never even.
Oh yeah. You know, you don't think of it that way until you watch it.
I didn't even think about that. That's wild.
And they even say in the movie, "It's for our enjoyment." That line alone made me say, "Ugh." Like there's an audible groan that comes
100%.
along with that. Messed up movie. But all of that aside, if this is not one of the most incredibly made films I've ever seen, I don't know what is.
Yeah, it's really, really, really well done.
It's technically incredible. A very rough watch, but an undeniably great, well-acted movie. Speaking of phenomenal films, can anyone guess what's on my screen today?
Leave us a comment of what you think is on Jagger's screen today.
It's kind of blurry, because if it wasn't, you'd know what it is within the, like, just seeing this shot. It's a very popular movie, but a great one.
It's one of Jagger's favorite. I think it's Jagger's all-time favorite.
I think it is my all-time favorite. I might agree with you there.
But yeah, when recommending this, I would say, like, I would say the same thing my drug-addicted neighbor told me when I was living at the coast. Trey, when he was telling me about the time he took 20 grams of mushrooms. Trey, I wouldn't recommend it to anyone, but I would recommend it to everyone, and that is how I feel about this movie.
The one on the screen?
No, about Funny Games.
Oh, you'd recommend it to everyone?
100%. I think it's an extremely well done film, and should be watched by everyone.
All right, here's what I'm gonna say. So someone asked me in the comments, "Hey, that movie I heard is good. Should I watch it?" And I say, yes, but be aware that you're not going to have any fun. So it's a great movie, but if you're very squeamish or very light, like you don't like a dark movie, I'm going to feel bad recommending it to you. But if you can take a horror movie, by God, this is one of the best. And that's why it has a criterion. So, yeah. Funny Games merch out today, as of when you're watching this. Maybe you do want to sport Funny Games. Maybe you really like it. Maybe you want to just walk around rocking a Funny Games t-shirt. Maybe you do. Yeah, check it out. And also, buy the Average Film Enjoyer pickleball paddle set.
Yes. Yeah. If you're watching this on YouTube, like, comment, comment down below what movie you think Jagger is watching. If you're a movie bro and you don't have it by now, you need to get back to that watch list, my friend. And so, yeah, like, comment what movie, subscribe, go check out our merch, please. We love the support that all of you guys have been giving us. If you buy our merch, tag us on your socials of you wearing the merch. We'd love to see you guys wearing our merch. That makes us so happy.
And we'll show it at the end of the month. We'll show it all.
Yes, we will. If you are on Spotify or Apple Podcast, go subscribe, leave us a review. We love all the support we've been getting on those platforms. If you would like to enter our huge giveaway that is currently happening on TikTok, go check out me and Jagger's pinned videos on TikTok. You can enter for a chance to win over $500 worth of movie stuff, like physical media, Blu-ray players, stuff like that. It's super cool. I'm Trey the Film Noob on TikTok, and that also goes for Twitter and Letterboxd. He is Jagger Film.
Can I bump the Twitch, please?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
So I stream movies, I stream games, I stream movie games as well on my Twitch, Jagger the Movie Guy. Just check it out. We have a lot of fun over there, and I would love to just talk to you real time. That's all.
Yeah, go check out his Twitch. He's also Jagger Film Reviews on TikTok, Jagger the Movie Guy on Instagram, and Jagger Film Fan on Letterboxd. Again, thank you for joining us today for this episode of Hooptober, and we will see you tomorrow.